Welcome to this edition of TransformU. I am Patrick Coffin. Happy to talk to Pat Flynn today, author of the Paleo workout book, part of the Dummies series of books. And I first discovered him because he wrote a book called How to Be Better at Almost Everything. And the subtitle says it all. Learn anything quickly, stack your skills, and dominate. So, Pat, welcome to TransformU.
It is a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me on, Patrick.
Your second key principle of 5. You mean the initial investment that is required. If you want to go from 0 to 1, that has to be a sustained yes to that one thing at the expense of other things. You're not saying, hey, generalization is just like laziness. You can just be a dilettante forever. No, if you want to get to a certain point where you're even enjoying your hobby, let's face it, if I love World War II era aircraft, if I was the life of a billionaire, I would love to build them and paint them and apply decals and so on. But you're going to suck at it unless you practice, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely right. You need that initial upfront specialization. It goes back to the idea of let specialization be a tool or an instrument, not an end that you're just trying to arrive at. Gotcha. And that's where the idea of specialization is powerful rather than a snare that people can get caught up in. And the idea of the generalist is you're building it pillar by pillar, skill by skill. Mm-hmm. But to really get good at something, to get past that initial friction or resistance and frustration, you got to dedicate a lot of time to it. Preferably, both duration and frequency, a good amount of time every day, and practicing that something often. So, in exercise, we think about different training variables, right? We think about intensity. How hard are we going? How much weight are we lifting? Mm-hmm. Duration. How long are we working out? Frequency. How often are we doing it? Volume. How much work are we doing overall? And we can use these in skills too, where duration and frequency are pretty key to specialization. Intensity can and should fluctuate. We can't be as intense with our training in any skill at max all the time. We're going to burn out. We're going to get injured. We're going to get fried. Right. Whatever it is. But frequency and duration are two key variables to consider when you're really trying to improve at something quickly. And that's the idea of the book. Let's improve these skills quickly, and then we can maintain that. We can shelf that, hold on to it, don't let it fall completely away, and then build another skill, and then maintain that, shelf that, then build another skill, and then we can start to stack on and layer these things to be creative and competitive.